Hello guys, it's me Fishman and welcome to another live stream of Genshin Impact, where we are going to make some events. I already started an event by mistake, but whatever, we're going to do it anyways, so let's get into it. Paimon, look, he really is over there. Hey, Zhongli! Oh, it's you too. I came to ask you about something. Would you mind waiting for a moment? I'm currently in the middle of something. Damn, yeah. What are you busy with? Speaking of which, to think you managed to return so quickly? What speed? Ha, Zhongli, are these your friends? They often come here to look for you. Ah, yes, they are old acquaintances of mine. Splendid. Since you two are also here, could you help me persuade Zhongli to sell this archaic stone, please? Archaic stone? What would you want? What would you want one of those for? Do you not know archaic stones is highly sought after now? It's not even a matter of price, for there is barely any supply on the market. I was telling stories as usual today, and Zhongli dropped by as usual too. Somehow we talked about my Through the Eyes of a Dragon, one of my finest works, if I do say so myself. Oh, you mean that story? I love to go back over it for time to time. It's a good one, isn't it? Zhongli also says that my storytelling is superb. At first I thought he was just an erudite gentleman who knew a lot about folk culture, but as it turns out, he is also well versed in history and mythology, so now I often trouble him with the various questions I've got. The pleasure is all mine. Don't be so modest. You've helped me a lot, but come to think of it, the act of chatting is pleasurable only because you're talking to the right person. Zhongli, for instance, is good chatting companion with many fantastic ideas and, to be honest, lots of far-fetched theories too. There was this one time when I told him, see, my story first tells of how Rex Lapis carved Asda out of magical rock and then elaborates on how they fought side by side across the four corners of the world. Isn't that just mesmerizing? Yet, he said, the story is a true masterpiece, save for some inaccurate details. According to some researchers, Rex Lapis may not have possessed the skill required to create such a work of craftsmanship. What a bummer. And there was also another time when I told him about the serpent of Quincy village. He didn't buy the story at all, saying it was too good to be true for the serpent to transform into a beautiful landscape. I wonder if too much knowledge can stifle imagination. What a shame that someone as well cultured as Zhongli should fail to appreciate the aesthetics of artistic creation. I can hardly object to your criticism. I shall keep it in mind. But your stories are always marked by wild imaginations. I just point out what I noticed as ordinary listener and hope that it might be of use to you. Since storytelling requires a sharp mind, I'm sure a storyteller such as you can certainly understand where I'm coming from. Those are the heartfelt reactions from a devoted audience member. You're right, I know your good intentions. You want me to become the best storyteller in Liyue Harbor, right? I don't think you quite get it. It just means to say that the details in your stories aren't correct. Why are we talking about stories? What was this got to do with the archaic stone? Ah yes, back on top. So, I told Through the Eyes of a Dragon again the other day. Aren't you ever worried that your audience will get bored if you always tell the same story? Some stories are worth being told time after time, forever and ever. Stories are meant to be told repeatedly. It takes time and creativity to come up with new plots after all. See, Zhongli really gets me. Anyway, that day a miner, the leader of a mining crew, was out for work and happened to pass by while I was telling the story. He told me, well, do you know about the chasm? There's a type of incredibly beautiful stone to be found in that place. Such stones have a faint and exquisite luster. You can find them somewhere in a long and winding tunnel in the chasm. What did he say? I think tunnel is the word he used, right? You could probably say that. The chasm must be quite the mysterious place, if even someone as well traveled as Zhongli has ever been there. I guess that's got to be because no one was allowed to go in until recently, when mining operations resumed. I only heard about that from others. Ah, yes, indeed. The miner said that the stone springs from within a tunnel. No one knows who built it. All they know is that the tunnel meanders forward as if created by someone dragging something colossal down. The sheer view of it is most awe-inspiring, apparently. Some say that a place might have perhaps been an ancient battlefield. But who fought there? We may never know. So I thought that Rex Lapsis and Asda could have fought there. Actually, I've been working on a new story lately. It'd be nice if I could put this plot into it, so I thought. So I invited Zhong Li over to ask for ideas, and to my surprise, he is in possession of an archaic stone. He said he bought it from a merchant at the market. He's got a good taste, and you wouldn't miss a true treasure. I was thinking that the stone could make an ideal testament to my story. So if Zhongli doesn't object, I'd like to portray that stone as a memento. Zhongli, are you really gonna sell him that stone? Yes, Tian is an ingenious storyteller, and I enjoy his stories very much. It's my pleasure to be able to contribute to his creation. Huh? That said, if I sold him the stone, I would undermine the credibility of his story. As we have discussed before, Rex Lapis sealed Asda underground. According to experts, there are many caves and mining tunnels in the chasm. It would be a constant disturbance to people if Asda really was sealed there. Would Rex Lapis not have considered that? That makes sense. You're right, Rex Lapis wouldn't have done something so careless. Yep, that's a good point. To be honest, I wanted to exchange my favorite folding fan for Zhongli's archaic stone. There's an illustration on it. I'd love to have this fan in hand while telling through the eyes of the dragons. Upon it is drawn a dragon soaring into the skies, its body free roam the world and its spirit unbound to aim high. It's an inspiring view. Whoa, these sort of fans are really rare. You know, even Paimon wants it. Oh right, don't we have an archaic stone too? Really? Then would you mind giving it to me? You can have my folding fan. Might I have a word? Your archaic stone is precious indeed, and your folding fan is also a work of art. I would advise you against exchanging them as you would ordinary goods. Well, if you say so. Actually, I have more than one such fan. You drew the illustration on them, and that already makes them special. Anyone who enjoys your storytelling will rejoice if they were given such a generous gift. Really? You're right. I truly am fortunate to have devoted listeners who understand my stories, and I couldn't ask for more than that, could I? To be honest, I made these fans so that I could one day give them to like-minded audiences. And you certainly are such audiences, so they are always meant to be yours. Please, wait here for me to fetch them. Aran Tian quickly fetches two folding gifts, blah blah blah. And you certainly are such audience, so they were always meant to be yours. Please wait here for me to fetch them. Can I really keep this? Of course, you are my audience, and that makes you a worthy recipient. Besides, I've made several such fans, so don't worry, just take it. Zhongli, there's no need to be formal with me either. It's just a handmade fan. I hope it's not too meager a gift for you. I'll gladly take it. Thank you. An exquisite work of art. It is truly something worth treasuring. Right, actually, we came to ask Zhongli about something. Can we talk to him for a moment? Have I taken up too much of your time? Oh dear. Well then, please, go ahead. There is no need to apologize. You have my gratitude. Zhongli, were you at the chasm? And you saved us too, didn't you? Thank you. Xiao also said that you wouldn't have been able to escape without your help. Oh, did he say so? Interesting. How time flies. Even he has learned to open up to others. So what were you doing at the chasm? Was I at the chasm? How curious. I must admit that this is the first time that I'm hearing of such a thing. Stop playing dumb. Why would I play dumb? This one is of high quality indeed. Zhongli! Now that I am on vacation, I just take my time and walk around. I'd say that anything I run into is an absence of fate, for which I shall take no credit. Come to think of it, it's nice to travel to different places and witness many things in this vast world. They always bring old memories back. Do you miss the past? Not at all. I'm a mortal now, and being mortal means living in the present. Dragon soaring to the skies, its body free to roam the world, and its spirit unbound to aim high. Most inspiring indeed. With much to be perceived in the four corners of the world and much to marvel at amongst mountains and waters, I believe I must travel still more in the future. Ooh, I received a fan. Go to the Adventurers Guild and talk to Catherine. It seems that the situation has been getting worse over the last 2 days. The exploration team's movement will be limited as a result. Who can I get to take this commission up? Something happened? Ah, Fish and Paimon, your timing truly is impeccable. Impeccable, you say? Sounds like you've got trouble on your hands again. For reasons unknown, some dark mud-like substance has come pouring out of the caverns and mines of the chasm lately. It is a very sudden affair, and the exploration team has yet to come up with any countermeasure, and so investigations there have started and stopped several times. As such, Khedive has asked the Adventurers Guild to send help. Ah, dark mud stuff? Isn't that thing from beneath the chasm? That's exactly the substance I speak of. I do not know why it has reached the caverns and mines, but either way the exploration team's progress has been stymied. And even their day-to-day movements have been affected. After all, they rely heavily on mining tunnels for the transportation of goods and materials. How long has this been going on? For some time now, Khedive says that he's found a researcher from Sumeru who can help him out, but that researcher seems to need help themselves. I must admit that this has been troubling me ever since. Khedive probably pays pretty well, as no one steps forward. No, I'm afraid, mostly owning the extreme danger that the dark mud possesses. Quite a few people actually came on account of the reward, but the moment they heard it was the chasm, they quickly declined. To make things trickier, most adventurers are not very familiar with the chasm's layout, so the one who accepts this commission will have to do someone with no fear of danger and who knows the chasm like the back of their hand. That's a me! And just as I was puzzling over this matter, you two dropped by. So that's how it is. Things do seem quite serious, psych. Right, let's go have a look. Suppose we can help Khedive out. Then let's go now, shall we? About that, Khedive did say that you just have to look for the other researchers from Sumeru. Or to quote him verbatim, if anyone's willing to help, tell them to go to the campsite at the chasm. That guy will be there prepping just as usual. Alright, then we'll be off. Thank you, the chasm safety is in your hands. Yay! Okay, let's go to the chasm. Let's make the mission. This is the event that is almost ending. There's another event that came out today. Sorry for that. So we are going to start with this event that is ending. Probably we are going to be able to do everything. But before we advance on the story, let's make some rolls. I have 7 wishes from upgrading Ito and Shinobu. Okay. Let's be lucky and have a 5-star thing. It's going to be the last, as always. I think my PT is very low on this, but I really hope I can get a 5-star thing. No, I will not get a 5-star thing. Or will I? This is the last one. Shazam! Ah, you wish, motherfucker. No. We got a 4-star weapon. That is not very good. That's the one I have most. One the most. Oh, I'm guessing that we need to equip that luminous something something. Hey, Olsen. I didn't think that the environment here will be so unique. In that case, the energy system of the Porcina spike will... Psyche and Paimon. It's been a while. Why are the two of you here at the chasm? Actually, I do recall Khedive saying that you'd help the exploration team out a lot. That said, the situation in the chasm has been worsening. It's no place for a walk in the park. Wait, you are... Oh, come on, didn't we just met a short while ago? I mean, I'd always end up asking you for help, but that's no reason to pretend that you don't recognize me. Forget it. In that case, allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Osini, researcher from the academia. I've been working on a device known as the energy amplifier, and I've even went to Inazuma to do some reference work there. However, I've run out of operating funds for my research, and so I have to return to Sumeru. Okay, Paimon thinks she remembers you now. You do? Meh. You're Amplifier Man. I'm quite sure that I've never introduced myself as such. Whatever the case, I received a request from a fellow researcher named Khedive. I owe me a favor regarding research funds from way back. So I'm here at the chasm to help him solve this problem. Well, I hope that explanation is clear enough. In which case, let me ask the question. Why are you two here at the chasm? Well, we also just so happen to have received a commission from Khedive, and we are your backup. So that's you, and to think I was worried when Khedive mentioned that he was going to get some people to help out. Since it's you, I guess there's nothing to worry about. Must admit that if I were to attempt to resolve the Dark Mud issue here at the chasm myself, I would take a lot of time and energy, but with your help, our odds are, well, higher. What do you need us to do? You've heard of the Porcina spike, right? A device that can release energy that disrupts the ley lines. According to my hypothesis, we can place the spike at points where the dark mud is pouring out to disrupt the ley line movements and clear it away. Is the dark mud even related to the ley lines? Well, they did appear based on anomalies in the ley lines, so it is very likely that they are related. That's what Khedive and I have discussed anyway. So we can use the spike to disrupt or even close the openings that allow the ley lines here to access external elements, which will stop the dark mud. I see. However, we were previously just using the spikes to disrupt the ley lines. This is the first time I'm using the spikes to seal them. I have done some estimations and adjusted some of the spikes parameters. In theory, nothing should go wrong. But theory is, as you know, ultimately theory, and theories must all be tested. I was just thinking of beginning the initialization process, in fact, but it has some risks. Well, allow me then. Alright, I'll leave it to you. We'll observe from the sides. Alright, we need to equip the... Okay. Wait. The dark mud oozing forth from the ley lines will buff nearby monsters, increase their attack and defense greatly. When these monsters are in areas covered by dark mud, their abilities will be further increased. Monsters will attack the Porcina spike constantly and the surrounding area will flood over the dark mud. Clear the mud to weaken the creatures and defeat them to prevent the spike from being damaged. Okay. So I'm guessing I need to equip that other stuff. What's not this? Oh, okay. Let's see, keep the... I think we really need that. So let's see, keep it. The Lumstone Adjuvant, that's it.
Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off. And knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. My apologies!
Oh damn, I have the wrong team.
Embrace the ice! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Whirling snow.
Let's roll!
Our bond is strong.
Good, just like...
Oh, coming through! Oh, go! Hey, I wasn't ready! Can't catch me! Attaboy!
Stand with me. Take flight. Kamisato out. Selector. Here comes the test. Quietly now.
Whoa, she deals good damage. Oh no.
Terrified.
Bam! It's showtime!
Whirling snow. Busted. Game's up. Time's over. Our bond is strong. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
Oh, so these ones are the left.
Alright, my turn. I'll hold it. Quietly now. Whirling snow.
Who wants some of
Oh
this?
damn.
Things are about to get dicey.
Challenge complete. Okay, let me change to my main team because we almost ended without being able to do it. Hey dude, I think I've done it. Now probably is going to give us more places to go. Didn't you say that theoretically there wouldn't be any problems? The spikes wound up causing the dark mud to get gushed out instead. Ah yes, that... Huh? Ah, is that how it is? To think that I did not factor the ground into my calculations. Ah, what an error. Factor the ground into your calculations. That's right, our previous experiments all took place on softer soil, but within the chasm the medium through which the spike's energy travels is not soil but rock, which has very different properties. This caused a major discrepancy between the earlier calculations and the actual result. Indeed, theory is not a mere matter of imagination. Instead, it must be a grounded and proven reality. This proving process seems kinda dangerous though. Also, why did so much mud come out all at once? Indeed, this place is quite far from the mining complex, so the mud really shouldn't be flowing all that way here. The situation must be more urgent than we imagined. Also, the Porcina spike has a definite effect on the environment. affected by the dark mud. This shows that the mud proliferation is, as I guessed, an issue that stems from the ley lines. This proves to the need for experimentation and proof. Does he not? Of course, if I had done the experiment myself, I would have wound up being attacked by the monsters. Not that I worry about being injured, that will be a small loss compared to any damage that might be done to the Porcina spike. How would I answer to our great Dr. Firnas or my fellow researchers in the Ksharwar? What? These names are from Sumeru, probably. You should pay more attention to your own safety nonetheless. True, the data we've collected can be used to adjust the results of our calculations. Now, the solutions to these interfering parameters, I believe there are 4 such methods, though there should be only one that will prove most effective. Thank you so much for helping me with this test run. Fish, I will make some adjustments to the Porcina spike. Later, it can be moved into the mining complex, where operations can begin. You're moving it into the mining complex by yourself? Well, no, I had agreed with Khedive to hire some of the local miners here to move it. But when they heard that my objective was to resolve the issue of the dark mud, they refused any payment. I've spoke to Khedive and Manning from the Ministry of Civil Affairs, however, the more will still go to them as compensation. Of course, I'll need you to help start the machine up once it reaches the destination. We need to... Okay. What's this? Wait till the next day. God damn it. Well, I'm guessing that underground, it doesn't matter if it's day or night because we can't see the sun. Oh damn, where the hell did he went? Alright then. So let's go there. Blame, here I am. You're here. Yep, we're here to help. I was just checking the Porcina spike. I must say that Lewis miners are made of stern stuff. Just 2 of them were enough to transport the spike here. But since the spike has some very fine moving parts, I need to check it to check if it has been affected while in transit. In theory, though, everything should be fine. That's what you said the last time too, and you nearly got my manfish into deep trouble. Well, I did also say that there was a difference between theory and reality. However, I made sure to check everything before you came. Everything has been prepared, and once initialized and in operation, the spike will not need any initial elemental energy input to maintain its charging state. Wait, it doesn't need any initial energy? It will just keep charging? Yes, before I had to adapt it to Inazuma's environment, and so I modified it to such that it could only charge and operate through the use of electro. However, that is not the original operation mode of the Porcina spike. Original, it was intended to function in this sort of environment. In fact, this dark mud is its power source. The mud provides power to the spike? That's right, and that's why the spike is perfectly suited to solving this issue. If you consider it, this dark mud issue we're having in the chasm has both symptom and source, both of which must be resolved. Of this, the source is the ley lines? Exactly. As such, we must nip the problem in the bud by sealing the openings in the ley lines through which the dark mud is spewing out. Of course, the sealing of the ley lines will not completely solve the problem of the dark mud that has already come out. However, the Porcina spike has the ability to absorb the energy within the dark mud and decreases its power as a contaminant. This is what we call fixing the symptoms. This way, the dark mud that has already reached the surface will serve as a power source of the Persina spike, and the spike continues operation. It will close the ley lines from which the mud is spewing forth. As for the monsters who have been affected by the mud due to long-term exposure, they will lose the enhancements they get from it and be weakened. Oh, that's 3 birds with 1 stone. You know what? This Persina spike's better than Paimon thought. It's called Persina Spike. Oh, minhocos! Olá! Olá, filhote! Já chegaste? Persina's brilliance really such that one might almost believe that the spike was specifically made to solve problems such as this. If that guess of mine is true, then this whole process of solving the dark mud problems could serve as a valuable experimental data in the future. Who knows, this research might even allow me to discover some hitherto unknown principles behind how Persina could affect the ley lines using certain devices. This subject has great value, honestly. If I could win the Academia's Kavikavuzus prize with this, that would be wonderful. What's that? This prize? This is a prize that the Academy gives out special to young researchers. Gidi gidi, gidi 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 gidi. Estás bom, filho? Queres ir brincar? Anda cá. Queres ir para o chão? Dás um abraço ao pai? Dá um chico coração ao pai. Queres roubar os meus fones? Ai! Não tires os meus fones, senão eu não ouço. Vai dar bem? É, mano. Yupas! Pumbas! Hã?
Ele pôs a vida dele no olho.
O quê?
Ele faz assim, nele próprio.
Every year the savages will go over the research report, sent in and cast votes to select the winner. The criteria for winning the subject must be groundbreaking, creative, and that the person sending the report must have great potential and be under 40 years of age. All of those who have won the Kavikavus prize will, while under the age of 40, will go on to win great renown in the Academia. That sounds awesome. Well, let's start the spike up right now. Let's hope it solves our problem. That said, please take note, fish, that while the Persina spike is very impressive piece of equipment, it also quite intricate and fragile. Vai brincar, filhote. O pai já vai. If it is while operating, or if it is submerged by dark mud, which can cause fouling, the spike will turn off automatically to prevent any further damage. As such, please beware of the mud and the monsters while you operate the device. Okay, we must clean the mud very. Okay, there are a lot of mud spots. The Persina spike will continue to purify the environment while charging up. The challenge is considered a success once charging completes. The Persina spike will enter a faulty state for a time if it is attacked, causing charging temporarily to temporarily stall. Okay. Additionally, using blooming light while the spike is operating normally will clear out nearby oozing concretion, granting the spike additional energy and speeding up the charging process. Well, if it works on mud and we clean the mud, it should make it charge slower, but whatever.
Take it easy. Gotcha. Ninjutsu! Sakura swirl! Take it easy. Right now, right here. Quietly now. My apologies.
Oh, damn.
Here comes the catch. Take flight. Right now, emerge. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge. Right here. Take it easy. Emerge. Kamisato art. Sumetsu! My apologies. Gotcha. Right now.
Damn, we need to be here constantly.
Game's up. Time's over. Right here. Emerge. Right here. Ninjutsu!
Okay, it's done. Do we have a punctuation system? Did I do good? Oh, we just need to complete it. Okay, this is more like a story, little story than a event. The effects are better than I thought. We've recorded all the phenomena we've seen and the data we've collected. And most importantly, the dark matter is completely cleared. Just that... why do you look so unhappy? Is it a bad thing that the mining complex is all cleaned? Let me think. Well, when Khadiv and I analyzed the situation previously, we believe that the opening in the ley lines through which the dark mud came should be here. I don't think that such an opening would have been this easy to clear out, so the true entry point must be elsewhere. And in this case, the affected areas also include the front line mines. Exactly. This means that the point through which the dark mud is flowing is in the tunnels. Such areas will be far more narrow, allowing for greater buildups of the mud, and making it easier for monsters to swarm in, thus worsening our problem. Still, I have full faith in the Persina spike. It is, after all, Persina's great creation. Just let me do a bit of maintenance work on it first. I'll call the miners who've agreed to move the spike into the tunnels over. Okay, maybe we need to wait another day. Right. Okay, more rewards. We're going to the third point. Well, the last one seems to be a special one. Wait till the next day, exactly. Da-da-da-da.
Blade embraces its duty.
Okay, so now into the tunnels. Hello there. Oh, so these are the miners. You're just in time, Sish. We are just discussing how to move the Persina spike. Must say, however, that the situation is far more serious than we anticipated. This is bad. There's too much dark mud here, and it's crawling with monsters attracted by the mud. We can't move the spike in. We can't find any path forward at all. We're still a long way off from the mining tunnels. Come on. We've got to try again. Hey. Mas não podes mexer nas cenas. Tá bem? Quer saber a história? If it still doesn't work out, let's go back out there and grab a few more buddies to help out. I mean, am I not to the mining superstar? I can carve through a mountain with but a few swings of my pickaxe. These monsters are no match for me. Let's get moving. Bah, keep on faking. We'll see how much redder your face can get from all that coughing. Nonsense. We can't proceed any further in. Long-term exposure to this mud will have severe consequences. The large number of monsters make things even more dangerous. But we all saw it, didn't we? We put the machine in the mining complex and it was cleaned up just like that. If we could just get rid of all this mud sooner. This isn't the time to be prizing speedy solutions. However, it be inexperience or in problem solving, proceeding without preparation and proper examination is to rush. One mistake could cost lives. Your own life is of utmost importance. This is one of the basic axioms of the academia's lab manual. As a researcher from the academia, I cannot simply stand by and allow such foolhardiness. But if we stop, who's going to do something about all this mud? If it continues to attract these monsters, it wouldn't matter if we brought another 20 people. We wouldn't make any headway. Let me think. It is really unworkable. We could activate the spike once more over here first. Here? That's right. Just gave the dark mud emissions once over, and though they are faster than how they were the day before in the mining complex, this is not yet the heart of the problem. So the purification rate should be quicker than the rate of which the dark mud can flow now. Those monsters in the chasm were attracted by the dark mud. I suspect that they must be affected by its energies. So setting a spike up here and decreasing the mud's influence in the vicinity should also be help to you, fish. If we clear the mud out, the monsters should stop congregating. Once that's happened, we can try moving the spike further in. Then let's do this. You two, head back to camp and rest first. We'll have need of you later. Come on, I don't need rest. We just... It's not time for the mining superstar to lay his pickaxe down just yet. If it's clearing monsters, I can help out too. Dude, I don't need your help. Quit the tough guy act already. I've seen this pattern of yours before. This is fish we're talking about. Where she gets to fixing things, there's a little people like you and I to fear. We'll leave the dark mud in this area to you. Yeah, leave it to me, just relax. Ah yes, fish, this entire area is covered in mud. The situation is far worse than I thought. There are also a lot of monsters nearby. Stay on your toes. I'll take care of myself. No, I mean, stay on your toes regarding the Pristina spike. I have full confidence in your abilities, but less so in the awesome yet fragile spike. Please make sure that the spike makes it through unscathed. Oh, it can't take any damage? I need to fill up my... okay, we have... Alright. As you defeat all opponents within the time limit, the Pristina spike in operation will release shockwaves at intervals that will deal damage to opponents. They hit and dispel the buffs that those opponents possess. The arena will constantly brim over with dark mud. Once this mud covers the Pristina spike, it will cause a fault that prevents the spike from unleashing shockwaves. Use blooming light to destroy using congregations to maintain the spike's operation. Okay.
Whirling Busted! Here comes the catch! Sakura swirl! Right now, right here. I'm always watching. Emerge, right now. Hup. Can't catch me! Take flight! Gotta dash! Come on out! Quietly now. My apologies! Come on out. Show them. Gotcha. Game's up. Comes over. Whirling snow. Yeah! Embrace the ice. Yeah!
I don't see any ooze. Oh, there it is. Let's recharge. Oh, damn.
Take flight. Busted. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Show them. Right now. Right here.
Recharge, and it's done.
Right now. Emerge. Right here. Gotcha. My apologies. Sakura swirl. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, damn. Those are big ones.
Gotcha. Whirling snow. Come on out. A sight to behold. Emerge right now. Quietly now. Right here. Right now. Gotta dash.
And it's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Whee! Surprise, motherfucker. As should I have expected of you, I suppose. Now the Dark Mud and monsters are gone, with minimal damage to the Persina Spike. I'm most glad that you were the one Khedive got to help us out. If it were anyone else, I doubt they could have solved this issue quite so handily. Well, I am pretty good at what I do. Indeed, that is plain to see. The two miners too and How have headed back to rest. Looks like it will be difficult to move Spike back right now anyway, but cleaning the mud out as we go isn't a good idea either. The closer we get to the area venting the mud, the more intense the rate at which it will just keep flowing out. We'll have to stop this problem directly at its source. Looks like we need another solution. What's the other solution? Wait till the next day, as usual. So wouldn't the mud just flow out till the next day? Shouldn't we just move the spike right away? Okay, so they are near. Yes, they didn't move that much. Oh, he's coughing too. Rossini, are you alright? I think I must be feeling the effects myself. Must have stayed here too long, while thinking about how to move the Persina Spike towards the ley line rupture. It's not a big deal though. I've had some rest and I'm much better already. At the same time, I've also thought of a solution. It's just that, well, I must say that finding a way to move the Persina Spike around is actually not as hard as finding excuses to extend the report submission dates. Since the mud covers the ground, we can make it float just a little by using hot air balloons and transport the spike that way. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Of course, this will help us solve our dark mud problem to some extent, but in areas where it has blocked up the tunnel, we might still have trouble getting the hot air balloon through. Oh, now we're going to take a balloon. And this is without speaking of the monsters that the mud will attract. I'm afraid that we'll have to leave such things to you. Don't worry, between Paimon and Fish, all these monsters won't even know what eat them. Guess you're the star of the show, Paimon. Well, Paimon's mostly just cheering you from the sides, you know? To think that laughing just a little would make me cough this much. Whatever the case, Tu and Hao are packaging the Porcina Spike and getting the balloon ready. I'd have packaged the Porcina Spike myself, but the mere effort of standing up for a while was enough to send me into coughing fits. How embarrassing. Looks like I'll have to train my body as well as my academic mind in the future. Go and look for them. Alright. They're down here somewhere. Here they are. Hey, Tu! Tu aí! Hey Fisher, just in time. We're done wrapping this thing up. Guess that dude from Sumeru's explained how we're going to use this hot air balloon? Come on, Usini, not some dude from Sumeru. He's here to help us with the dark mud. Couldn't you have a bit more respect? Hey, this is just a friendly form of address. Right, whatever. The balloon can be used and purification device has also been prepared. Fish, if you need to help the help of a mining superstar... Actually, never mind, I can really help right now. At least you've got some self-awareness. Go get some rest. Whatever the case, if you want to start moving the device, just start the hot air balloon right now. Yeah, I do want. Escort the hot air balloon to its destination to complete the challenge. When you encounter mud or monsters along the way, the transportation process will be stopped. Clear them out to click the ball. This will allow the balloon to reach its destination. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's recharge.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Take flight. Right here. Emerge. Make my escape. My opponent. Quiet. Embrace the ice.
Just die already.
Whirling snow. Gotta dash. Right here, right now. What a nuisance. Gotcha. My apologies. Yeah.
Let's recharge. Oh, damn. Okay, final destination.
Who else dodged that? Come on out! Emerge, right now. Nothing lasts forever.
Quietly now. Game's up. Game's over.
My apologies! Ha! Right here, right now. Emerge. I'm out of here! Make my
Okay, it's done. The Persona spike removed to tunnel soon arrives at the site of the rupture. Well, the spike is finally placed. According to my estimations, it should be the opening through which the ley lines are overflowing. If we can get the spike up and running here, we can affect the ley lines such that the opening can be closed. I believe that this will solve our problems for good. Shall we start now, huh? No, we cannot. I must perform another round of checks. We cannot afford to have another problem like the one we faced during the test run. Once the spike is ready, we will be rid of this terrible mud and the monsters that come with it. Okay, wait till the next day. As usual. Midnight and 15. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Where the hell is he? There you are, my dad. Fisher's finally back. How are your investigation going? The spike adjustment have been completed. I'm still a little worried, but we can only leave it there in the tunnels. I've asked Khedive to make some medicine for Tu and Hao as well. It's all up to you now, Fish. Enlarge the spike and seal the openings through which the dark mud is gushing out. Honestly, when Khedive first came to me for help, I thought to myself that I'd just pack the spike up and head to Sumeru if things didn't work out. In any case, we had done enough experiments on the Persona spike already, more than enough to have data that could support a full report. But Tu and Hao, if I just left them here, they would have to deal with this dangerous dark mud for the rest of their lives. Decided that if my research could not help them, and I was only good for publishing reports, then it would not be worth very much at all. Yeah. That's why I decided to find some way to stop the ley lines from spewing this mud. I must admit that coming into contact with this dark mud was something of a wake-up call for me as well. Believe in your strength, but the areas where the mud flows freely are still very dangerous, so be careful. Got it, I'll take care of the spike. I was talking about you. The spike can indeed decrease the effect the mud has the monsters if deployed at the ley line ruptures, but the monsters that have been attracted thereto are just too numerous. So please, you have to take care of yourself. Yeah, now's the real deal, I think. Let's see. So we have more rewards. Yep, claim, and now, yeah, now it's the last one. Probably now we have a difficulty setting on this one. I don't know. Use Persona Spike to defeat the opponents and clear the dark mud within the time limit to accrue score. Yeah. Defeating certain stronger opponents will grant you more points than defeating ordinary ones. Should I take a
right
better
here.
team?
Emerge, right now. Emerge. Right now, right here.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
My apologies. Right now, emerge. Sight to behold. Right here. Emerge. Right here. My apologies. Hey, come on out. Gotta dash.
Quietly now.
Yeah. Embrace the ice. Take flight. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here.
Busted. Take it easy.
Whirling snow.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ninjutsu. Kamisato out. Surrender. My
Quietly now.
right now. Emerge. Right now. Ha. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Right here. Whirling snow.
I don't think I've made a good score. Exit. Let me see if I got all the rewards. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Huh? Go to challenge. Ah, okay, it's done, right? Was it done to perfection? I don't know, maybe one lock it after speaking with him. It's supposedly cleared. How did you go? Did you manage to operate the spike successfully? Yes, it went well. Most of the dark mud is gone. Good. Though the person in the spike cannot seal the opening in one go, as long as it's successful once, but an operation should not be an issue. This means that it's really just a matter of time before the opening closes completely. Our problem is therefore solved. Must record this. For all I know, I may yet become a figure of some influence in the academia once the full research report of the Persina Spike is submitted. Might even write it into my future memoirs. I can see it now. My experiments with a preternaturally skilled fish at the chasm. I'll be waiting eagerly for that day to come. Haha, well, I feared I'm not hardly as good at writing stories as I am at reports. Can only hope that you'll forgive any flaws in my work. Alright. Quest completed. We can do it again. Oh, okay. I got all the rewards. Right? I don't know if I have a difficulty setting. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that's just... Okay, no problem.
Unthinkable.
No, we are not going to continue. It's teleport currently disabled. What if I want to leave? Bye. 0! Yeah, pretty good score. Okay, now we're going to make the other event. Since I've got... Oh, that's not this. Since I've got all the rewards possible for this event is more like a story, not a real event. Go to the guild in Inazuma. Okay. Let's come here. Come. To see if we have a side quest. No. I think we've done all the side quests for Katarina. I don't remember her name. I think it was Katarina. Okay, so no more side quests in here. Then let's go to Inazuma. let's see the new event. So the last event was more like a story. We had to wait some days to unlock the other stories, but yeah, this one maybe it has more action. Traveling Pamela, you're right on cue. Right on cue for what? For a commission that's suited for you. I was just about to reach out to you. A commission that's suited for us? Don't tell Paimon that you want us to look for things or drive illiterals off, or to pick some garbage up on the rooftop, or to fetch some suspicious looking goods. Oh, don't misunderstand, the commission is indeed suited for you, and by suited I mean it's fun, and there are rich rewards to be had as well. Ooh, rich rewards. Being fun certainly doesn't seem important to Paimon, huh? Being fun is also important, so what is it this commission about? The requester is a toy merchant from Fountain. His name is Bertrand. Bertrand, that's a library in Portugal. He came to sell toys in Inazuma and is currently looking for an assistant to help him with toy making. He's a businessman. After all, that explains why he promised some very generous rewards when he put up the request at the Adventurers Guild. But he somehow can't leave Rito at the moment. Please go and ask him about the details of the commission. Sure, we'll head to Rito and look for him right away. Where the hell is Rito? Rito, okay, it's the city, small city where we arrived. Hey dude, what up? I think I know him. Ha! Oh, I now have everything ready. I'll sell each toy for 1,000 of more. Then, with tens of thousands of them sold, I can easily earn tens of millions. Ha 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 ha. Hello, are you Bertrand? Yes, I am. You two toy buyers who caught wind of my business? But it's a shame that I can't sell you any toys yet because I haven't started mass production. But no worries, the production line is being built as of now. You can register and make a deposit if you're interested. I'll inform you when the toys are ready, and then you can proceed to pay the balance. Hold your horses, we're not here to buy your toys. Oh, you aren't toy buyers, so if you've got something to say, tell me quickly. Don't waste my time. And be concise, my time is precious. Whoa, what a change of attitude. We're here to help. You put up a request at the Adventurers Guild, didn't you? Ah, so you're the assistant sent by the Adventurers Guild. Welcome, you could have told me earlier. Yes, I did put up the request. How should I address you two? A sudden change of attitude again. Paimon is... Paimon? Then, how about you? I'm Fishman. Fish? Think I've heard this name somewhere. Were you once a wanted criminal too? Wanted criminal too? What? Haha, that's a long story. I was once arrested by the Tenryu Commission due to a small accident. What on earth did you do to get yourself arrested by the Tenryu Commission? It was not a big deal. I just missed something when I made the last batch of toys. I really was a small mistake. Not a big deal? A small mistake? These toys would explode if you trigger something inside them, that's all. Explode? It's really no biggie, no one got hurt. But the Daoshin from the Tenryu Commission still confiscated my toys without a second thought. The way I see it, these toys could still be sold as lovely looking bombs. Oh, this was a good thing for Klee. When I first arrived, I borrowed some more from the International Trade Association to start my business. Who'd have thought that I would end up being confined in Rito, not allowed to enter other areas of Inazuma? You obviously had this coming. Hang on, since you owe the International Trade Association money, how do you plan to pay us? You can rest assured, I haven't spent all my money, and I can clear my debt once I'm able to produce toys again and get them sold. Then I can give you the rich rewards as promised. Is this really gonna work? Have some confidence in Inazuma's toy market. My toys were very popular before people realized that they could explode. And you know what? They actually got even more popular after that. Anyways, if my plan still fails in the end, I'll pay off my debt by giving all the toys to Kurisu. Please lend me a hand. But what do you want us to help you with? Well, all my toys are produced by this machine that I built. It's called one-of-a-kind, never-failing engineer-grade second-generation furnace-powered machine. Speaking of my one-of-a-kind, never-failing engineer-grading second-generation furnace-powered machine... What a tongue twister. Not really. Yep, let Paimon think about it. That's called the Great Machine. Wait a sec, this name is too short. It doesn't sound impressive at all. Sometimes the shorter it is, the easier it is to remember. The Great Machine, Paimon thinks that it rolls off the tongue very well. Okay, I've indeed been told that I've bad tasting names. I'll take your word for it just this once. Paimon's tasting name isn't exactly any better. Hey! Anyways, my great machine can automatically analyze the materials added into it and then choose the most appropriated method to assemble them. But last time I had some strange mechanics that caused the toys to explode, so this time I've reflected on the mistake and rebuilt the machine. Theoretically speaking, it should be fine. Theoretically speaking. That's why I need people to test it. In all, the collection process involves 3 steps: source material collection, elemental charge, and core activation. We need to collect things like ores, fruits, and flowers as the base materials. Next, we infuse the materials with elemental energy to allow the process to move forward, and finally, we power the materials with the energy drawn from the cores of elemental life forms. Today, let's try the first step: source material collection. Here, take this material collector. Remember, directly put anything you collect into the collector, lest it be contaminated by other elements. Leave it to me. Thanks, let me adjust the device one last time. I'm counting on you to collect the materials. So maybe we'll have 3 days. Material collector. You keep the material collector and carry out the collection of required materials. When you got to collect the required amount of materials, the material collector progress will increase. After the progress reaches 100%, you will enter the next process. Something says to me that this will not happen. Collect 3 ores in the wild. God damn it. Okay, let's equip that stuff. Does this show me where the materials are? Not really. That's a bummer. Maybe here's some ores. Not really. 3 ores in the wild. Let's find some horse. Some horse.
Let's get down to business. Going somewhere?
Take flight!
Game's up. Time's over.
Fall before me.
Gotcha.
Come on out! Gotta dash!
Ouch!
This will do.
Sakura swirl! Whirling snow!
Quietly now.
The fiery kindness.
Does this count? What? Do I just need to break this? Oh. Collect 3 flowers in the wild. Flowers. One flower. Great, we'll need that many fruits. 6, god damn it. Okay, return to the merchant. How is it going? Have you collected all materials? They're all in the collector. Alright then, let me add the materials to my one-of-a-kind, never-failing... it's a great machine! Fine, let me add the materials to the great machine. Whoa, and what's next? Well, the machine go chug 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 and then spill out the toys with the crackle and kaboom? Haha, that is totally impossible. What are you thinking? That's only the first step of the 3 process. We're far from getting things done. Paimon gets it. So we need to complete all the process, huh? Yep, we need all 3 processes in order to produce the toys. That's so troublesome. That's so much of work. Look at you, always wanting a quick fix. It takes patience to make toys. We must infuse every process with... With what? Oh, Paimon gets it. It's a toys we're making, after all, so we must infuse every process with real passion. Yep, my passion for Mora. Well, although that's not what Paimon was thinking, Paimon does share the sentiment. Hey, Paimon was trying to make conversation. No, he wasn't. Then, Bertrand, what do we do next? Should we move on to the following process? No worries, since I've recently adjusted the machine and this particular process hasn't been tested yet, I need to check if it works well with the materials. This requires some time. Please come back later. Yeah. So this event also comes in different days. So this unlocks tomorrow, this unlocks in 3 days. So we'll be back in some days to make the rest of the event. It seems so. But I think I have a side quest to do. Talk to Liu Su. So let's do this one before we finish this live stream. Seems that we have a side quest to do here. Boom! She's up there. Okay.
Take it easy.
Oops. I didn't want to talk with you. I'm going to exchange all of these. Sometimes I still find some of these. Okay, let's go. Thomas, Team Master Liu Su. Just my luck. I'm not gonna tell any more stories today, not today. I swear it. What's going on? This tiny little stage is really annoying me. It's been poorly maintained for decades. It squeaks at the lightest touch. I've long told our boss, Fan Herrier, that it needed to be replaced, but he wouldn't always brush me off, saying that he couldn't find a good carpenter to do the job. Today, when I was telling the story of the Rat of Aishan, it would make that infernal squeak with every pose I would strike. Nothing could have killed the mood more effectively. Everyone present burst out laughing, and some even made fun of me for it. I'm fed up with it. I must bring a good carpenter to see Fan Herrier. Then we'll see what other excuses he can come up with this time. I'm from Adventures Guild, right? Can I just directly ask you to find the carpenter for me? How do I find the carpenter? Who should I look for? Oh, my bad. You don't look like you're from around here. How can I expect you to know where to find the good carpenters? Well then, how about to go Queen Chief Village and look for Master Lu at the Fanus Carpenters. He's known for good skills. Please ask him if he's willing to help me. He can send an apprentice if he's not available. And the carpenter from Fanmu Carpenters can manage his job. And if they build it right, that means we can finally have befitting stage for Miss Yun. Such genius. With this reasoning that I just came up with, I don't see how Ye could say no again this time. Just rest assured, as long as you bring the carpenter here, you'll be paid in full. Got it? Then I'll be counting on you. I'm at the tea house every day. Come to me when you found our carpenter. Was this the guy that was speaking with Zhongli? Maybe, I don't know. I knew that these were the place where we find good carpenters. Every time there's a carpentry mission, they ask us to come here. And I think he sells some stuff also, some recipes. I don't think I have more recipes to buy from him, but what's the hurry, young lady? Would you like to sit down and have a cup of tea? Master Lu, there's something to explain. Liu Su request Master Lu. Oh, it's not difficult to build a new stage, but I'm afraid I can't help. Liyue Harbor is too far away. No one will be taking care of Fanmu Carpenter if I go. What's more, I'm too old to travel this far. It will take a toll of my fragile bones. Then we won't bother Fanmu Carpenters. Guess I can kiss that commission fee goodbye then. Hang on a second, since you've traveled all the way here, why don't I recommend someone capable to you? Although he's not yet my apprentice, I've been considering the possibility of accepting him. Master Lu, I'm almost done with the 4-chair set the village had wanted, but I ran out of wood for the last chair. Yeah, I'm going to need some wood. Dayu, thank you for helping out in the village. Speak of the devil, I was about to say that Dayu can handle your request as well. Do you have a job for me? But I'm not yet Master Lu's apprentice, so I can't represent Fanmu Carpenters. Calm down there. They came from Liyue Harbor and want us to build a new stage for the Heiyu Tea House. Oh, you want us to build a stage? Us? Means me and Master Lu? Did you hear that, Granny Roshin? Yes, I did. Master Lu, Dayu really wants to be our apprentice. He only follows you around at Fanmu Carpenters when are so many other choices. He's diligent and kind boy. It's time you gave the nod. Got it. I've already asked him to take jobs on my behalf. I think I've made myself quite clear. Thank you, Master. Dayu, the first job I'm going to officially send you on is to build a stage for a new tea house. Do your best and make me proud. Piece of cake. I've worked for the carpenter who built the stage for the Jade Chamber. Don't be so proud yet. The stage of AUT House has lasted for decades. You've got to build a sturdy one for them too. Oh, so this is all for Arias Tea House? How has he managed to never replace his tiny stage for so long? I'll take the job. Let me finish the last chair in the set and I'll come with you. I'm sorry that you'll have to wait a bit. I need 3 pieces of pine wood for the last chair. I'm going to collect some. We'll have to wait a bit? Well, if you don't want to wait, then you have to magically produce 3 pieces of pine wood right here, right now. Easy peasy. So you really can do that? Then could I trouble you to bring me 1 red dye? No, wait a minute. Haha, don't get so worked up. A great person like you must have greater heart. Yeah, I think I have everything. Let me see if he has something more to sell. Oh, right now we can't. Yeah, I have everything. 3 of these and 1 of these. Here you go, buddy. Here they are. Dayu busies himself making the chair. Last chair is finished. Here you are, Grey Roshin. Now time to head to the tea house. Take care, master. I'll be back in a few days. Alright, be safe. Well then, if I leave now, I'll reach Liu Arbor by tomorrow evening. See you at the Heyu tea house then. Oh, right now I can't buy. Wait till the following day. God damn it. We need to play with the time again. Tomorrow. Was this the right time? I'm not sure. It said tomorrow between 9 something something? Maybe 9 was the end? I don't know. I'm in such a hurry and I'll almost wait 2 full days. Oh no! God damn it. It was between 6 and 9. God damn it. Yeah, 1 more day. Yeah, I'm in a hurry, but we can wait some days. Now it appears. Mission failed. You wait too much. Hey, old man. Can you sell me things now? Yeah. Yeah, you have nothing to sell. Broom. Okay. We need to go up there again.
And away I go!
Hey, buddies. What do you mean? Don't tell me that you're still arguing amongst yourselves. Oh, I get it. Mr. Liu Su wants to build a new stage, but he doesn't get to make the call here. Funari, who is actually in charge, isn't keen on building something new. Fine. Just let me know when you two have things sorted out. I've just had a tiring trip and would like to get some rest while waiting. This is just great. So our trip is a waste in the end. Yeah, the worst part is that we wasted the man's time. But what about our commission fee? Be patient. Let me try talking to him again. Yeah, if you don't want to spend a small sum of money on this stage, you'll lose a big fortune in the future. Just think about it. Every time Miss Yoon gives her Marvel Spear Flourish performance, the audience will hear the squeak of the stage before they even get to applaud. Isn't that simply embarrassing? The Yunhan Opera troupe isn't obliged to perform at our tea house. They could go somewhere else if they're displeased. That will be a huge loss on our side. Mr. Yun is a dear friend. She would never do that to me. You're quite an optimist, aren't you? But I heard that many people have chosen to go to the third round knockout instead of our tea house lately. Aran Tong Tian has gotten even more popular than me. Could you try to be a little more realistic? That's the one we spoke earlier in this live stream. With all the money Mr. Yoon has earned for the tea house, don't tell me that you can't even afford building a new stage. Did someone just call my name? Oh, it's you, Mr. Liu Su. You look angry. What happened? It's nothing. I'm not angry, actually. Well, are you here to reform today? Just here to have some tea and pay you and area a visit. Ah, if it isn't fish. What a surprise. I was just thinking about you. You're being humorous. Haha, Isyun certainly knows the art of conversation. Come, friends, I have some newly made tea from Kingdom Village. Let's brew a pot. Earlier, when I was downstairs, I heard that you are going to rebuild the stage, so this day has finally come. This will need a bit more consideration. Oh, a bit more consideration? Speaking of which, do you know who I visited in Genshin Village today? You can just directly tell me that you went to see Rochin again. Good guess. Granny Rochin was asking about the Heiyuti house, and I told her that everything was the same as when she was young. Then she said, "What did she say?" Oops, I forgot what she said. I seem to have a good memory, but why does it have to fall on this particular day with something so important? Forget it, she'll be happy with things remaining as they were. Young people are always after new things and have little respect for the past. All you know is forcing me to rebuild the stage. The more I explain, the more you'll find me annoying. Please don't get mad, Harriet. Let's have a tea, and I shall brew you some. Fish and Mr. Liu Su, could I trouble you to bring me some tea? Damn, I'm not a slave. Okay, crybaby, tell everything to her. Miss Yoon, I was wondering why Ariel refused to build a new stage despite all its benefits. Now I see why, thanks to your clever choice of topics. I understand his nostalgia. Yes, I really do, but I didn't expect him to have held on to that for decades. Now we know the reason behind it. I don't get it. This is an old story, but since you're involved, I guess it won't hurt to tell you. Fan Arya used to be an opera singer when he was young, and often performed together with Granny Roshin. They would usually play a couple. Perhaps Arya wanted it to be real. But Granny Roshin had feelings for someone else. Later she grew tired of the stage performance and then decided to go to Qingxi Village with the one she loved. But that person didn't make it to Qingxi Village with Granny Roshin, leaving her to live alone in the village ever since. Knowing that I often visit her, Arya would ask me about her from time to time. I can tell that he still cares for Granny Roshin. He sees the stage as a symbol of their past and doesn't want to tear it down. Since the stage means so much to Arya is not gonna let us build a new one. Guess all our efforts are wasted. That's not necessarily the case. I have a way to change his mind. Give me some time, Mr. Liu Su. Really? As long as the stage gets repaired, I'll be in your debt, Miss Yoon. I won't ask for too much. Please tell Ring of Raining Blades to its very end. Fish, can you join me if you want? Somehow Eugene feels very different than usual. Our tea house has collaborated with the Yunhan Opera troupe for decades. Miss Yoon will naturally feel more approachable around us. No problem, I'll make some time and tell my story just for you. Alright, now that we finished the tea, it's time to talk to Edge. Okay, he's down here. Hey, my dude. Here, yeah, when we were drinking tea, I suddenly remembered that Granny Roshin told me. Oh, what did she said? She said, Arya always loves to make things difficult for himself. I feel sad about it. She truly understands me. But it seems that she doesn't miss the old stages. I'm the only person who can let it go. What a fool was I to be so obsessed with this stage. Alright, you can rebuild it as you want. Ooh, it's a touching thing to have kept the stage for so many years. I don't find it foolish at all. Please don't think of it that way. The stage must be rebuilt, but we mustn't damage what Arya wants to preserve in memory. So you finally made your decision. Great, I'll start working right away. Here, take a look at my blueprint. The grand stage of the Jade Chamber was built based on it. According to this design, we need to tear down the walls on the two sides and... Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we need to repair the stage instead of building something entirely new. Since the problem is caused by the squeaky wood floor, why don't we repair the floor first? As for the rest, we can talk about it later. What do you think, Mr. Liu Su? So long as the stage won't affect performance, I have no objection to Miss Yoon and area's arrangements. It's that all you want? So you don't need me to build a new stage? I agree. Miss Yoon's idea is a good one. As it happens, we don't need to buy the planks. We can find some of at the docks. May I trouble to bring me the planks, fish? I'll pay you for everything in full later. That works for me. Alright then, leave everything to me. It's going to repair. I was thinking that we're going to have a new stuff in here. Need to go there. Where the hell? They are up here. Aha! Damn, now I need to get back. Why? Stupid mission. I don't even need to run if I use the ability from these two girls. Here you go, Dayu. These planks will do. I'll start right away. Nice. The stage is been repaired. Nothing seems to have changed at all. Young man, since you've traveled all the way from Kingry Village to here, how much should I pay you? I thought it'd be a big job, yet I only had to repair a few planks. That wasn't much trouble. I'm new in this line of job, so I won't ask for too much. 2 meals worth of more will do. That makes 80,000 in total. That's a fair price. Good, but I can only offer 2,000 more. What? Why don't you just ask me to do it for free? This is airy for you. He has a 50-50 principle, you know. Well, if it means 50 off first, then 50 off again, making it 75 of it total, or rather economical. Your boss is really stingy. You only repaired a few planks. I'll only offer 2,000, not a single more. Guess I'll have to take it since this is my first commission. Remember to put it in a good word for Fanmu Carpenters with your audience. God damn it. That doesn't even pay the trip, maybe. You can count on me. My young friend here, thanks to you too. You'll be handsomely paid. How about a blueprint? Look at all the details. It must be worth a fortune. Okay, haha. To run a tea house, I have to pinch pennies here and there. And Mr. Yoon, you solved the problem for me on your visit. How should I thank you? That won't be necessary. I'm glad that I was able to help. I had wanted to invite Shingen to go to a rock and roll performance. Well, oh, you need me to some explaining for you while you go to the show, right? Don't say that. I just haven't seen my friend Shingen for some time and miss her very much, that's all. If people from Yuan Opera Troupe ask about my whereabouts, please. Got it. I have to answer ready. Oh, you're asking about Mr. Yoon? She came to visit Shingen. They did embroidery together. That's what I'm going to tell them. Do you like this one? Yes, I do. It's decided then. Quest completed! Ooh, we got a blueprint for a big damn thing. Oh, and we have good reputations. let's. I think I've done all the side quests for this. Where are the side quests? They're down here. Yeah, all the side quests are done. So I think I have all the side quests everywhere. So 0 side quests remaining. And yeah, that's it, the end of our live stream for Genshin Impact. I'm going to make a last live stream when all the content of the new quest, of the new, sorry, not quest, of the new event comes out. So probably in about 2 days, unless they tell that they are going to make one more event, then probably I'll wait for the new event. But I don't think there's going to be any more events unless it's a leyline disorder, double stuff, winning prizes. In that case, we probably, yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's probably going to have one of those because we're almost ending this. So 12 days, 2 weeks. Well, maybe they'll have one more event. I don't know. I will need to check it out. But yeah, this event that came out today, it's not going to be here for a lot of days. Well, 11 days. That's the remaining of the days until the update. But Genshin Impact is going to make a live stream in some days announcing the new update, the 2.8, I think. The one before the update 3, which will launch a new area. They are saying that they are going to launch some islands again in the new update, the 2.8. So yeah, we'll wait to see it. What the hell? Did she oinked? But yeah, right now it's everything. I'm going to be back before the next update to make this event and to hopefully knowing more about the next update to talk a little more about it. But yeah, that's everything for now. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and all of those stuff. There's links down below to Twitch, to YouTube, to Discord and social media. So please follow me there. I'll appreciate it very much. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and have an awesome gaming time. Bye bye.